Norway, a land of majestic fjords and towering mountains, is also a place of extreme contrasts. Imagine a sun that never sets, casting a golden glow for weeks on end. This is Norway, where the celestial dance of the earth and sun creates the magical phenomena of the midnight sun and the polar nights. North of the Arctic Circle, the sun dips towards the horizon but never fully disappears. Days stretch into weeks where the sun graces the sky for 24 hours a day. Eventually, the sun dips below the horizon, not to rise again for weeks or even months. This is the polar night, a time of quiet beauty, starry skies, and a unique kind of peace. Norway's location, stretching far north into the Arctic Circle, makes it a prime location to experience these celestial wonders. Our planet doesn't spin perfectly upright. Instead, the Earth is tilted on its axis at approximately 23.5 degrees. This tilt, a cosmic quirk, is what gives us our seasons. As Earth orbits the Sun, different parts of the planet receive varying amounts of sunlight throughout the year. During summer in the Northern Hemisphere, the North Pole is tilted towards the Sun. This tilt means that the region above the Arctic Circle, including northern Norway, receives sunlight for 24 hours a day. Conversely, during winter, the North Pole is tilted away from the Sun, plunging the region into darkness and creating the polar nights. Imagine the Earth as a spinning top, slightly off-kilter. As it spins and orbits the Sun, the tilted axis ensures that different regions experience periods of prolonged sunlight and darkness. This simple tilt is the driving force behind the midnight sun and polar nights. The further north you travel in Norway, the more pronounced these phenomena become. In the northernmost regions, the midnight sun can last for several months, while the polar nights can stretch for an equally long period. The midnight sun and polar nights have captivated people's imaginations for centuries, leading to fascinating adaptations and intriguing folklore. In northern Norway, the Sami people, indigenous to the region, developed unique ways of life in harmony with these extreme light cycles. During the midnight sun, the Sami would herd their reindeer to higher pastures, taking advantage of the round-the-clock sunlight for grazing. The constant daylight also allowed for extended fishing and hunting expeditions. Imagine casting your line under a never-setting sun, or tracking prey through forests bathed in perpetual twilight. The polar nights, while dark, were not a time of inactivity. The Sami used this time for storytelling, traditional crafts, and social gatherings. The darkness was pierced by the magical glow of the aurora borealis, or northern lights, adding a touch of enchantment to the long nights. One popular myth associated with the midnight sun is that it causes people to go a little bit crazy. While there's no scientific evidence to support this, the constant daylight can disrupt sleep patterns and lead to a surge in energy, sometimes referred to as midnight sun madness. Section 4. Living in a land of extremes. Life in Norway adapts to the midnight sun and polar nights. In summer, Norwegians embrace the outdoors, enjoying hikes, picnics and social gatherings under the never-setting sun. The constant daylight provides endless possibilities, making people feel more energetic and productive. To cope, Norwegians use blackout curtains and other methods to simulate nighttime. Despite challenges, Norwegians thrive during extended daylight hours. As polar nights descend, they shift focus indoors. Long nights become a time for cozy gatherings and introspection. The darkness enhances the magical northern lights, a sight that inspires awe. Norwegians appreciate the polar nights, finding solace in star-filled skies and reflection. Section 5. The allure of the extremes. Norway's midnight sun and polar nights are not merely astronomical phenomena, they are integral parts of the country's identity, shaping its culture, traditions and way of life. These extremes create a unique rhythm to life, a constant ebb and flow between light and darkness. For visitors, experiencing the midnight sun or the polar nights is an opportunity to witness the raw power and beauty of the natural world. It's a chance to step outside of our normal routines and connect with something larger than ourselves. The constant daylight or the prolonged darkness can be disorienting at first, but they also offer a chance to reset our internal clocks and see the world from a fresh perspective. Whether bathed in the golden glow of the midnight sun or draped in the serene darkness of the polar nights, Norway offers a truly unforgettable experience. It's a land of extremes, where the boundaries of day and night blur and the magic of the cosmos is on full display.